Lawin Media Network.
Bringing to you the most relevant content across all platforms.
Business, legal, politics, health, lifestyle, and entertainment.
Your source for all the news and updates in the greater Houston community from Texas and all over the world.
Get informed and empowered with Lawin Media Network.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Magandang araw, magandang gabi, good day, hola, bom dia, and a heartfelt welcome to our listeners and viewers in the Philippines, in the United States, Mozambique, Africa, and wherever you are around the world. Welcome to Teacher Talk Live Chikahan with Mom Cora and Dr. Nildz, your global community where educators connect, stories inspired, and meaningful conversation sparks new ideas. Whether you're a teacher, a school leader, education advocate, parent, lifelong learner, you found a place where your voice matters and your journey is celebrated. And by the way, right now, I'm by myself, but our Mom Cora is here. Ta-da!
Thank you. Oh my God.
Wait a second. You're making a, what do you call this entrance? Ta-da!
Good,
I'm so happy.
good evening, Pilipinas. I don't know what time is it in Mozambique. Good morning to you. Good evening. Good evening, Philippines. That I'm very, very sure. And good morning, United States. I'm sorry I got late because I have so much to work on my technical issues. But anyhow, we're here. We're ready to roll. How are you, Dr. Neil?
I'm actually at the beginning, I feel like, where's my partner? Where's my co host? But, I'm about to say, Mom Cora, and then here you come with a grand, entrance. And I love that. But anyway, I'm so happy that I got to see you here. And of course, just like what we were talking, our episode, brings remarkable educators, visionary leaders, and passionate change makers who generously share their experience, practical insight, and lesson learned. Together, we explore the joys and challenges of teaching, discover innovative practices, celebrate success, and learn how education continue to transform lives and community. What do you think, Ma'am Cora, about the teacher
Dr.
talk?
Nildz, I was about to ask you, how was your week first? Let's
Oh,
warm this up. What did you do?
I'm overwhelmed because, oh my gosh, can we show that photos, please? Our By the way, welcome our production manager, Miss Jewel. She's here right now with us. So, Miss Jewel, can you please show us some photos regarding our my I told my husband this is my escapade for the okay. So first, we have a weekend getaway to Colorado. So we have a summer Bible conference, just like I shared before. So I said I'm going to share the picture. And if you see the background, we are 14,000 above sea level. Okay. And
Wow.
we're close to Pikes Peaks, which is 19,000 above sea level. I think, if my mathematics is correct. But anyway, so there you are. And another wonderful thing is, next slide, please. There you are, the J1 teachers.
Wow.
And I know they're watching right now because they told me that, we're going to follow us at Lawin Media. Okay, ladies, here you are. I'm giving you exposure right away. Welcome, J1 teachers, to Dallas, Texas. So there's like 17 of them. I think we just, yeah. And then we have get together here. We have fellowship. We have some food together. Of course, Filipino event will not be an event without food. We have, some kind of exchange of ideas. And of course, we got a little bit of orientation, some simulation of what I call role playing, because the next day, Monday, they're going to have their, I will say, job fair that they're attending to. But I'm glad to share to you that everybody is good. Everybody was able to get themselves situated. Right now, they're working on some paperwork and they're ready to go for this school year. I mean, this school year 2026. And again, welcome to all our J1 teachers. I cannot mention all of you guys, but I have you there and we're thankful. And after this, I'm going to load and go to our friends and get some stuff and going to come and see them this afternoon. I told them, and so I can unload some of that donations coming from other sponsors, especially my Great Faith Church churchmate. Thank you so much, particularly Rosaline, Rose, and Victoria. These are all educators too, and they got ministry about helping teachers. Thank you so much from myself and Mom Cora, because this is our project and we are here to help our teachers without anything in return. We don't expect anything in return from you. All we'd like to do is help you guys situated. Thank you so much. Oh, sorry.
Wow.
It's a long one.
You have a very exciting week, Dr. Neil.
Yes.
Now, if you will ask me, well, I'm happy because summer school is over and time for me to chill and go somewhere else. I'm going to attend a grand reunion of Philippine
Okay.
Normal University, and it is a global activity, and it will be held in Vegas next week. So
Okay.
we're going to make the announcement later on. Okay,
Okay.
so I'm glad that we're all having fun. Good job,
Amen to
both of
that.
us.
Yes. Yes. And as an educator, we're so, I will say, excited about everything that's going on, not only for ourselves, but our teachers that's, here to help us, especially our visitors, our guests,
Yeah.
and that's why I'm excited. But before that, let's talk about our team, Mom Cora.
Our theme is global teaching trends and perspectives.
Yes, ma'am. And our topic today is teaching without borders, global trends, diverse perspective, and the future of our education. Can you
Right.
share why are we doing this? What are our objectives, Ma'am Cora?
Well, we really want to focus on exploring current global trends that is shaping education and the importance of teaching and learning. You know, everything is really fast paced right now, and we wanted to make our own teachers or our educators who are watching us today to be upbeat and in with what is going on and the changes today. Also, we would like to examine innovative instructional practices used by educators around the world to improve student engagement and achievement.
That's awesome. And of course, with this, we would like to, of course, discuss the role of technology, which is, very, I will say, in demand right now. And then the AI or artificial intelligence, digital learning in preparing students for the future. And then at the same time, as we're doing this, we would like to understand what is the importance of cultural competence and global citizenship in today's diverse classroom. And would you like to mention the last one, Ma'am Cora?
I'm having a hard time working on it. This one, can you continue, Jeff, reading
Yes.
on that part, please?
Okay.
Thank
And of
you.
course, we would like to identify practical strategies with our educators, which they can adopt from their intentional best
Yes.
practices to enhance their teaching effectiveness and, of course, student success. All right. Are you ready to introduce our guest now, Ma'am Cora?
Yes. Do you want me to do it first?
Okay, I'll do it first.
Yeah, you
Okay.
do it
I'm
first. Okay.
excited because I talked to him before our show. This one, we have our first guest, and our guest is also one of the J1 teachers, and he is an accomplished, I will say, and a passionate mathematics educator, mentor, and a lifelong learner who has dedicated more than a decade to inspire students in both the Philippines and
Oh.
the United States. So Dr. Richard Raine David taught mathematics at the middle school, college, and graduate levels, where he recognized for creating an engaging, inclusive, student-centered learning environment that fostered critical thinking, problem solving, and academic excellence. So I think right now, yeah, that's why we call him doctor. He earned a Doctor of Philosophy in Development Administration, majoring in educational governance. That's, very interesting, which is at the same time is a licensed teacher in the Philippines. And guess what? He's also a holder of the California Single Subject Teaching Credential in Mathematics. His international teaching experience and diverse educational background has equipped him effectively to teach and connect with learners from a wide range of cultural and academic background. Through his career, Dr. David has championed innovative teaching by integrating technology, collaborative learning, real world applications, and differential instruction to his mathematics classroom. Very good. Excellent. He firmly believes that every student can succeed with given the right support, encouragement, and opportunities to grow. His teaching philosophy emphasizes building confidence, cultivating resiliency, and developing a lifelong learning. And at the same time, I would say beyond the classroom, Dr. David has served as a mentor, educational leader, collaborating with fellow educators to strengthen curriculum implementation, share best practices, and improve the student environment. He remains committed to his continuous I will say professional growth through research, training, and reflective practice, which he always strived to make a lasting impact on the lives of his students. Ladies and
Mm.
gentlemen,
Mm.
please join us in welcoming our distinguished guest, inspiring educator, mentor, and an advocate for excellence in mathematics education, no other than Dr. Richard Raine David. Let's give him applause. Applause. Thank
Good
Hello, hello
you.
morning.
everyone. Good morning, United States, and good evening, Philippines.
Good
Yes,
morning, Dr.
Good
David.
morning.
Welcome, welcome. Nice to see you here and
It's nice
stay
to see you too.
awake. I mean,
Yeah.
right there in the Philippines. Thank you, thank you.
Mhm.
Okay, so let me introduce our next distinguished guest. I am so elated the fact that he was introduced to me by a co-alumni uh, at the Philippine Normal University. He is based in Mozambique today. So, our distinguished guest holds an undergraduate degree in biotechnology from Eduardo Mandalay University, the oldest and largest university in Mozambique. Okay. Now, before I continue, I would like to apologize if I will mispronounce your name. Just correct me later. Okay. So he completed a major in chemistry for teaching with minors in biology and laboratory management at Pedagogic University, the second largest in Mozambique. With 20 years of teaching experience, he has taught teenagers across both Mozambican national curriculum and the Cambridge curriculum. Throughout his career, he has been committed to academic excellence and student success. During his time in the national curriculum, he was recognized as Best Science Teacher, Best Teacher for 6 years. Oh my God, you beat me. I got only 3. In Cambridge curriculum, he became the first teacher at his school to consistently achieve 100% passing rate in the International General Certificate of Secondary Education. It is a globally recognized academic qualification for students ages 14 to 16, typically serving as the international equivalent of the British General Certificate of Secondary Education. Here in Texas, we call it STAR, the State Assessment of Standards. That's how we do it here. It is a standard academic qualification taken by students in England, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Okay. He is proud to be the first Mozambican to teach Cambridge higher level at Woodrow International School and later became the secondary school principal. These milestones reflect his dedication to education and raising academic standards. Beyond the classroom, he is a devoted husband, a father to 3 wonderful kids, 1 son and 2 daughters. He enjoys playing guitar and he is very enthusiastic in sports with a particular passion for basketball and soccer. He is also actively involved as volunteer in many community and church activities where he contributes his time, skills, and passion to support and uplift others. Passionate about teaching, committed to lifelong learning, and always ready to embrace new challenges that foster personal and professional growth. Guest people all of you who are watching right now, we are so honored to have our guest from Mozambique, Africa. Correct me again, I'm apologizing. Principal Marcelito Calelo Zandamela. Welcome, sir. Correct me, please. Hello? The camera is on. Okay, so I think we are having difficulty because we're going to give you some time to connect with us, sir, okay? So
Yes.
just come in if you are ready. Okay?
Yeah. So let's,
There
there
you
you
go.
are. Yay.
Welcome. Sir, correct my way of saying your name, please.
First of all, good afternoon.
Afternoon
Good
again.
afternoon. Now it's 4 p.m. here. Good
Oh.
morning, US. Kamusta, Filipino? Kamusta, I think I said it well. And it's a great honor to be here. Thank you so much for
Sir,
inviting
how
me.
do we pronounce your name?
Nicolele Marcio Zandamela.
Nicolele. Okay.
Yes,
That's
yes,
awesome.
exactly, daughter.
Nicolele Marcio Zandamela. Awesome.
Exactly.
So
Thank you.
welcome to
Welcome.
our podcast. Thank
My
you. Well,
pleasure.
You see, it's global. We can reach out anywhere, All our guests are really awesome. All right. The next guest that we have is an accomplished international science educator. So if we have a math, we have science, of course. Researcher, lifelong learner whose passion for education has taken him across what? The Philippines, Japan, and the United States. So Dr. Carl Roy Manhot recently completed a 5 year as a science teacher at Benton High School in St. Joseph, Missouri, through the J1 Teacher Exchange Program. Again, yay! Cheers for the J1 teachers, where he inspired students through innovative and student-centered STEM instruction, while of course gaining valuable global perspective in education. So he earned his Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in science from the Negros Oriental State University
Oh.
in Dumaguete City, my favorite place too, followed by a Master of Education in General Science and a Doctoral of Education from the Foundation University. He also completed a teaching credential program at the University of Massachusetts in the United States. A true advocate of lifelong learning, Dr. Manhat or Carl is currently pursuing, take note, his second doctorate degree, a lifelong learner, I'm telling you, a Doctor of Philosophy, PhD in Special Education, my my master.
Area, your
Okay,
area.
your area. So another one, keep it up. Of course, he said this coming school year. And he will begin his master in international education through the Teach and Learn program at Instituto Franklin University, Universidad de Alcalá in Spain. I think that's in, yeah. This is awesome. So professionally certified to teach in the of science in California, Missouri, New Mexico, and the Philippines. Dr. Manhat is also a published author, an active researcher who has presented his scholarly work at both national and international conferences. His areas of expertise include STEM education, curriculum development,
Mhm.
educational leadership, global education, and of course, innovative teaching practices that prepare students to become successful global citizens. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in warmly welcoming our distinguished guest, international educator, researcher, and a lifelong learner, no other than Dr. Carl Roy Manhat. There he is.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for the invitation. It's nice to see
Welcome.
you all.
Thank you.
Welcome. Welcome,
Yes,
welcome. Thank you for coming, gracing our podcast today.
yes,
Okay, let's start, Dr. Neil.
yes. Would you like to start the ball rolling, Mom Cora?
Yes, of course. Now,
Yeah.
our distinguished guest, Dr. Neil and I, when we were starting to create this questions that we wanted to ask you, our perspective is always above and beyond what we are trying to do. So, since we are now in an age where uh, s- children, students, young adults are in with technology, and there are so many uh, needs that we need to put up in our classrooms so that it will show how we are going to walk them throughout the school year, right? So my first question is, how would you like describing to us your classroom when we walk to your room or when we walk to your school? How does it look like? How does it transcend to our pressing changes or innovations in the present time today or in your own country? How does it look like? How do you prepare your students in this global innovation of education? Okay, would you like to explain, Dr. David?
Yeah, I would like to share.
Go
Um,
ahead.
I would share my experience in California. If you will walk into my classroom, you will see collaboration right from the beginning up to the end. So that is mainly the focus of our school back then. Our focus is to let students talk and share their thoughts
Mhm.
throughout the period. So yeah, from the warm up, starting from the warm up question up to the exit ticket, they're all collaborating.
Okay, thank you. So if I'm right, I hear you say collaboration, and that is
Yeah,
very, very visible in your campus and in your school, correct?
that's correct.
Thank you. Okay,
Mhm.
let's move on with Mr. Zandamela.
Uh, yes. Well, it's not easy to describe, but I would say that the first word that comes when I want to describe my school, it's a home. We usually call it our second house because uh, we are a family there. We try as much as possible. We are an inclusive school,
Mhm.
um, so we have different people from different nationalities. We need to understand that this country, it's a country where English is not the official language.
Mhm.
So we try to provide education to poor communities, and making sure that we have students who are global, um, have this global perspective, and also trying to match this combination of different cultures. We have Filipinos here, we have locals, we have Zimbabweans, people from Europe. So I say it's a big family. So that's how I can describe with in few words.
Thank you, Mr. Zambanella. I I am curious about, you have mentioned Filipinos. Do you have Filipino students there or Filipino faculty member?
Uh, we have both actually.
Oh,
We have mostly Filipino staff, but we also have some Filipino students. Thank God. That's why I like so much because you guys are very humble, very. I like the way you're foodie as well.
Can I apply when I
So
retire?
please.
you mentioned about mostly Filipino teachers, right? So was this organized and built by Filipino teachers there, or it is a government or a private school that you have there?
Actually, it's a combination. We have our president of the group of schools,
Mhm.
Woodrow's group of schools, Mr. Archer Sarmento, is a local Mozambican, and we have, I believe, a well-known Miss
With this.
Rodeza Lazarte. So, of course, as she's our vice president and also part of Unified,
Mm-hmm.
so I believe she was able to bring in with her some of fellow Filipinos to help us with this education.
Perfect.
Wow, that's very interesting. We're going to learn more about Mozambique's system of education. Now, we would like to
Yes.
hear Dr. Carr to respond on our questions. Let me say it again. Describe your school work or your campus, your classroom, and let us know when we walk there, what are we going to see in line with global perspective.
Okay, so I am assigned in Benton High School in Missouri. It's in the middle of the United States. It's in the Midwest. It's a suburban city. The population is not that high, but um, the population of our kids is very diverse. So I have a lot of students that's coming from the Guatemala, Mexico, Venezuela. I also have some students from Africa and also Filipino students. So just recently, our city have like an influx of Filipino population. So I have lots of Filipino friends there, and
Mhm.
I am teaching science grades 9 through 12. I'm teaching biology, anatomy, genetics. So in my classroom, when you get in my classroom, that you would see kids that are very engaged. I just make sure that they participate and I make sure that they are engaged in a way that they are not restricted on what to do. So they
Mhm.
are open to communicate. They are curious and they are not ashamed of asking question. They are not ashamed on committing mistakes. So that's what I always make sure of. So they are engaged and they are open to communicate. Curiosity is also encouraged. And I always use also engaging activities every day, especially with the labs that we have. It's always hands-on. So in anatomy, we always make sure that there's like a hospital scenario. So I always do that one. So they're very engaged students. That's what you can see in my classroom.
Wow. So, Dr. Neil, what I'm saying is that collaboration, creativity, engagement is the
Mhm.
focus of or the trend when it comes
Mhm.
to skills that we need to teach with global perspective, right? So, with this, let us. What is your thought about this, Dr. Neil?
That's a good question. Actually, I can see number one, best practices. And
Mm-hmm.
of course, I can see the passion, the commitment, and intentional teaching. Because
Mm-hmm.
if you don't have this, they just have all the student learn whatever they learn. But no, there's a hands-on application. And with that, I can say congratulations right now to all our teacher and our administrator because they're doing their best, to make our student to be a global citizen, which is, I think that's the main goal. Not only having their skill here, whatever countries they have, but preparing them as they step out in another areas or another countries or place. They're equipped with what they have learned from the classroom. And before we continue our so exciting, conversation, let's pause for a break and thank our advertiser or our sponsors. Okay, gentlemen, our guests are all gentlemen. This is the first time that we have all gentlemen,
Yes.
and we're so happy, guys. So let's pause for a break. Don't go. We'll be back in a few seconds or a minute. Okay. Thank you so much. Let's.
In a world filled with fleeting moments, there's beauty waiting to be captured. My name is Christian, and I specialize in immortalizing your most precious memories. From elegant weddings to vibrant events and timeless portraits, I'm here to make every moment unforgettable. Let me tell your story through the lens. Contact me today and let's create magic together.
Good
Yes, we're back.
morning. We're back. Yes, and thank you so much for our sponsors for doing that. Okay. So
Dr.
our
Neil, can I
yes,
say something first? Well, I want to
yes,
piggyback on what you have said earlier that this is our
yes,
first time to have all male teachers in our panel for today. And
yes.
we have we have been inviting teachers in this forum, and most of them are really female. And thank you, because you know how the ratio is when it comes to male and female teachers, right? So look at this panel right here. Thank you, guys. Go ahead, Dr. Nildz. What will be our next question?
Well, I was thinking along the line that, as we are doing our lessons here, I mean, our discussion here, we think about, what the education looks like, before. So right now, I'd like to ask our guests if, special, okay, again, this is for all our gentlemen educators. And we would like to find out how, they can be able to share the expertise, especially that we are talking about global trends and I would say teaching. So once again, hold on, I'm looking on our next, So when you think about the biggest change you've noticed in education over the past decade, what global trend do you believe is driving that change? And why does it matter for today's students? I'm going to ask first, I'll put you on the spot, Mr. Sandala or Encole, and about this question. What do you think, sir?
Uh, well, uh, thank you. First of all, I believe things are changing very fast. If we think on 10 years ago and the education nowadays, there's a big change. I think the turning point, it might have been the COVID, but one of the things that I really see as the big transformation is the technology and information. Of course, we are going to a more globalized world, and I think now the access to information is limited, and then inside the classroom, you can clearly notice that we went from a typically teacher-centered education. Now the student is the center, and of course, if we just think like that, it's no longer the teacher, the owner of knowledge. To be a lecturer is not enough, because the students can get information, and sometimes even more than what you get if you don't research that much. So the information is there, but there are other skills that they need to learn, especially the soft skills, collaboration, for instance, communication, critical thinking, such kind of things they can only find inside the classroom. Of course, to engage with the colleagues and all of that. So that's my thought.
Oh, that's awesome. And now, can we ask Dr. Carl on what do you think about this?
Yeah, I think the biggest change that I have observed, based on experience, is how easy collaboration can happen, and also how easy information can be shared, especially online now. So it's always a two-way process. Teachers can learn from students, students can learn from teachers. At the same time, because of that two-way process, um, learning is more efficient, and also collaboration and engagement is also increased in the classroom. So the technology nowadays is very important, and also um, it is a way that our teaching can become more relevant, so our students can also be more curious and to be more engage in our lesson. So I think that's the biggest change that I have observed as of in teaching, in Japan and also in the United States.
I
Okay.
totally agree about that.
Yeah. So can we hear from Dr. Thank you, Dr. Carl. How about Dr. David? What do you think about these changes?
Yep, thank you for that question. My colleagues here have been mentioning it. I mean, you were also mentioning it about lifelong learning. So that's one of the biggest changes that we had in the past decade, from simply like teaching it, we call it the rote learning, from just memorization, asking students to memorize these facts or whatever. Now um, we're focusing on teaching them or developing, helping them to develop as lifelong learners. And also, it was mentioned a while ago, the artificial intelligence or the technology. That I think that has accelerated this change or transformation. Also, they mentioned a while ago that the information can easily be accessed. It's like within seconds you can find whatever you're looking for through the internet. But I think that's not enough. I mean, students need to learn how to evaluate if these information are really credible. That should be one of our focus as teachers. Also, our roles as educators has, I mean, also changed. We're no longer teachers. We don't call ourselves teachers anymore. We can call ourselves as facilitators, right?
Mhm.
Or mentors or coaches. We're not just teaching them, we're doing more than teaching. I believe that this matters a lot because think about it. The careers or the jobs that our students right now will be doing 10 years from now may not be existing yet, right?
Right.
Yeah, well, I like those, perspective that I heard, Mom Cora, especially from Mr. Zandamela, where he said three C's, right? Collaboration, communication, critical thinking. These are good. With Dr. Carl, he's talking about, where we become more efficient. It becomes now like what you guys are saying, Dr. Carl is saying, changes of the teachers, like we are now student centered, not more focused on the teacher, but kind of make them round, developing them into a well-rounded individual, or I would say global citizen of our area or our environment. What do you think about that, Ma'am Cora?
Well, I totally agree about that because the educational system around the world are really undergoing significant changes. And most of the one that you said right now and you are adapting in your school are in preparation for that. And uh, the onset of artificial intelligence is fast and covering the educational system. And that leads me to my to our third question today, because we are focusing on changes, and the most significant change that we see right now is the use of artificial intelligence. Okay,
Mhm.
so AI technology are becoming part of everyday teaching. How can you use this tool while still keeping strong and meaningful connections with our students? So this is really inevitable that we cannot disregard how AI is covering, making things personalized for our students, right? So if this is the case, how are we going to keeping strong and meaningful connection with our students? Okay, can I ask Dr. Carl about this? What do you think?
Sure. Yeah. Um, AI is really a very important, I can say, is one of the best tool that the humanity have come up. So it's a tool for inquiry, but as long as it is used um, rightfully by the teacher, by the students, I think that this tool is very effective. But in my classroom, I always see to it that there is still human connection. So I always make sure that students can still talk to each other. And although I use game, I use I use different types of activities in my classroom, I always see to it that there is human connection, there is collaboration among each other. So I use these tools not only making my lesson become engaging, but also to become more personalized. So I always see to it that I cater what they need. I see the profile of the students, and then I always see to it that these AI tools are used in a personalized way of teaching. So in that way, human connection and also behavior is also is also affected by it. So I think that's it.
Thank you. You have mentioned how this one is so effective with regard to personalizing your student needs, right? Now,
Yeah.
I know this was not given to you all, but do you have any reflection on this, Mr. Kolele, on the how will you keep connecting our students with regard to rampant use of artificial intelligence?
Well, thank you once again. I believe that artificial intelligence is something that just came to stay. Uh, Here in my school, here in my country, I can say we're a little bit concerned that teachers would think, some they thought they would lose their jobs because they were thinking that the AI would do everything for them. But actually, with time, everyone, I believe, understood that actually it's a tool that comes to support us. You can get information much easier. You can use the data that can help you to see the performance of each student. So it actually makes the learning easier, and you can now find out whose student is performing well, who's not, and we can use that data to support them because we are talking about, I think my peer already said, we want to support the students according to their needs. So these
Mhm.
tools they are really going to support us on that. Uh, I believe that's all.
Okay, so what I am hearing is that even if you are in Africa, in the Philippines, here in United States, we are all looking at one common global change, which is the application of artificial intelligence in the classroom. Okay, so that leads me to ask Dr. Neil, how is she going to deliver the question for Dr. David? How about that?
Yeah, I think that is important, especially that education is now a global profession. So educators, as educators, we are constantly inspired by innovative ideas from school and around the world. So if you were going to imagine that you had that opportunity to bring one of those ideas to your own school, so what do you think that idea from any country's education system and then bring it to your school tomorrow? So what would it be and why, Dr. David?
Thank you for that question. If I could bring one idea, I mean, get one idea from another country and bring it to my school tomorrow, I think it's going to be the culture of having a professional learning network. It's like teachers collaborating with each other, because I've witnessed how powerful that collaboration can be. I may say that some of my best practices right now came from other
Mhm.
teachers. I observed them
Mm.
from a different teacher, or they taught me that, they gave me that idea. And professional, having a dedicated time because in California, every Wednesday afternoon from 2 p.m. to 3:10, um, we're given that time to collaborate with um, our team. That's our time to plan the lessons. Um, I reflect on student learning and look at the
Mhm.
data that we have. And we're also sharing our best practices. So from there, I got some ideas from my colleagues, which at first I'm very hesitant to apply to my own classroom. But when I tried them, or when I saw them do it in their classroom, I was really
Mhm.
impressed. And I tried it the next day and it worked like magic.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah.
I think, yeah, based on my experience too, that's good. I think these are some of, I will say, ideas that we get, coming here in the United States and having that exposure. For here in Texas, we call that, I don't know if this is the same with Mom Cora, we call that PLC, Professional Learning Community, where, we collaborate, we discuss stuff that we needed to pay attention, not only for the classroom, but if also for curriculum instruction or for other professional development. So once again, just like what you said earlier, I remember you said that the role of teachers are changing. We're not only teacher, but we're mentor. We are a counselor, and not only that, we become a teacher leader in our classroom. Okay, so that is very important, and thank you for that, Dr. David. And to follow up with that, we're going to be talking about also in how are these things connected with our classroom. I don't know if this is something like Mom Cora would like to continue about discussing about the classroom, how this diversity have already impacted our classroom. For our next question, please.
Uh, Dr. Niels, before I proceed to that next question, I would like
Please.
to share innovative ways on how are we going to improve our classroom. We during our PLC, the professional learning community that Dr. Niels has mentioned, we do ATBOT. Okay, is there anybody who's familiar with ATBOT?
Can you
Uh,
spell that,
okay,
please?
so ATBOT is like this. Whatever is your lesson, the following day, you are going to deliver that in your own peers together with the teachers. So when you deliver it right from the springboard or from your do now after the teacher, after the end, uh, you deliver that in front of your teachers, co-teachers, and then we criticize, not criticize, we deliver feedback in real time. Okay, so we provide questions that will clear up misconceptions of our students right on that particular slides or particular concept of your lesson. Let's say, for example, nobody understands what you have a lesson on biology on terms like that. So you will anticipate the questions that the students will ask, and then you hit that and provide those answers before they will have a misconception in that particular area. So it is really a good thing because when you go live with your students, you already know what will happen. You already know what the questions will be, or if they don't, and I have heard that you have a lot of non-English speakers in your classroom, right? So you could already present the lesson that will put those kids comprehension and understanding in that particular concept. So we have 6 or 7 eyes and ears to see your lessons before you go live. So we call it ATBAT. And that is one innovation that we have created and adopted here in Texas, particularly in my school district. And it is very, very effective. It's kind of nerve wracking for new teachers because you don't want your peers to see you and deliver your lesson and you make a mistake, but then it really helps a lot in enhancing the lesson as well as providing answers for uh, providing clarity for all misconceptions that the students will have in their lessons.
Thank
So,
you so much, Ma'am Cora. Can we
okay.
have one last sponsor advertisement before we move on? What do you think? Or are
Yeah.
we
Uh,
okay?
and also, if we do have comments in our Facebook, we will be ready to read it later after we do
Yes,
the
as we come back, can we have
answer.
one more advertisement to have a break? Thank you so much. Thank
Hello.
you.
Well,
Thank you so
hello,
much.
we're back.
Yes,
Nils,
that was yes.
that was the PACC, right?
Yes,
That's
I love that, and which we are
yeah.
also a member. But anyway, we of course part of that is the Lawin. Can we
Mhm.
go to our next question? We're running out of time because
Okay,
this is really
so
good,
yeah, since
conversation.
we are talking about diversity, we're talking about technology and global trends. I would like to ask Mr. Nicolele about how is it in today's classroom? Uh, it is increasingly diverse, right? And we have heard that from our distinguished guests. How can teachers create a culturally responsive uh, and inclusive learning environment where every student feels valued and supported with these kinds of all changes and technology around us? So, would you like to put your ideas in there?
Yes, it's an interesting question because I believe, especially in international schools like mine, we face this challenge. So to make sure that we have a meaningful learning participation and we see the progress, I believe we need to be inclusive. It's not enough the students to be there in the class. They really need to be included. And I think two words cannot miss when we discuss these. The first one is equality. The second one is equity. Equity. Um, we need to support all the students, and for that to happen, we need the collaboration of everyone, from the parents, the students, the school management, administration. But I believe uh, the main the most important person there is also the teacher, who has to be prepared for this environment. He needs to make sure that everyone will be included. So it's not that if you are in Africa, you should think about your own country. It's very important that you have a common sense of different cultures. It's important that you start researching a bit about especially the ones that you are going to work with. If I'm working with Filipinos, I'll try to find out what do they like, how do they
Mhm.
behave to avoid this the shock. So collaboration is important, not only inside the class but even between teachers. Uh, you need to make sure that you remove the barriers that you can have there by including everyone. One of the one there is a simple strategy, which is to involve or bring different type of exercises. You don't bring only the exercise that you are used to, or material that they only belong to one culture. You can include other cultures. Um, To be more specific, you can use one single strategy. You see how is it working. You can collaborate with your works, with your peers, and also you need to celebrate as each progress that you do, no matter how small it is. You need to prepare. Above of all, prepare. You cannot go to class without this preparation. Recognize the barriers that you can find. You adjust the instruction because we need to adjust according to the diversity that we have. If necessary, you can also use data uh, and make sure that you create an atmosphere where everyone will feel that they belong to that place without exclusion. Um, that's those are simple ways to make sure you avoid these shocks of culture.
Wow, very well said, Mr. Kolele. I really appreciate when you say remove the barriers, collaborate and celebrate all progress, and then recognize what you needed to have because all of these students that we are catering are, they have different cultures, they have different way of learning and communicating with others. So thank you for that insight of yours. So, Dr. Neil, since we have all of these, teachers should be prepared. Teachers should be equipped with skills that they need in order to face the fast changing system in education so they could face the challenges of change. So, this leads you to your question. I think they need to survive, right?
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with you because as a teacher, we must be equipped, just like what Mr. Zandamela said earlier, prepared when you come to the classroom, make sure that you have, all the necessary things that you needed, not only as a teacher, but also, for your student, for you and yourself and the people that's in the classroom. So with this in mind, why don't you imagine yourself creating a future teacher survival kit? So what is the one leadership quality and one professional skill you would place in that kit first? Okay, and why do you believe they're essential for every educator? Again, what will be your future teacher survival kit, and what is one leadership quality and one professional skill you would place in that kit of yours? So, and then probably share to us why they are important as an educator. Let's call first Dr. Carl. I'll put you in the spot.
Sure. Um, when I first came to the United States 5 years ago, um, the survival kit that I always say to myself is to be able to be adaptable or having the quality or the skill or attitude to be able to adapt on whatever changes would happen.
Mhm.
So I've taught in the Philippines for around 6 years, but it's really different coming to the United States. So because of that attitude of being adaptable, I survive. So, professional attitude, I think, for me is being curious. So, having a thinking mind and also not having a second guess on like you should always be curious or ask question. Do not hesitate to ask question from your department chair, from your colleagues, from your principal, because they will always be there to help you and support you. So I think that's the being resourceful is like a professional attitude and skill that you can use for those who wants to teach in the future is and also, because of these skills and attitude, I made it for 5 years. So Although I don't say that my teaching for the past 5 years is perfect, but because of this skill, being adaptable and being curious, not hesitating to ask questions, it leads me to become a better teacher, I hope, or I guess, and also not at the same time also a good learner. So I'm always open to suggestions from my colleagues, open to any um, like activities and skills that they give us during professional development. So I think those skills are very important.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that insight. Can we go now to Dr. David and then followed by Mr. Zandamela? Go ahead, David. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll start with the leadership quality. I would choose integrity because a leader with integrity is also honest, responsible, and is consistent in both words and actions. If you have integrity, you can easily build trust because people know that you are or you will make fair decisions, you keep your promises, and you will do the right thing even when no one is watching. And for the professional skill, I would say having or doing reflective practices. Um, I think this is, or we should ask ourselves after we teach a lesson, instead of saying, did I teach the lesson? Did I finish teaching the lesson? Maybe we should ask instead, did my students actually learn from me today? That is part of, that's one way of doing a reflective practice. In If you're asking that question, did my students actually learn? You're actually like assessing your teaching. What areas do you need to improve, or what do you need to keep, or what do you need to refine in some ways? And I learned, I also learned that the length of your experience or your teaching experience, say you've been teaching for 10 years, 15 years, or 20 years, doesn't necessarily make you better. It's your reflective practice that made you better.
That's
That's
awesome. Let's hear
Yeah.
from Mr. Zandamela. Thank you so much, David.
Wow. First, let me congratulate them. I'm learning a lot, and my peers, they just said almost everything. But from my side, as a leadership quality, I would really choose empathy. Uh, I believe that as a teacher, you should not label the student. You should try as much as possible to put yourself on his position and think, how best can I help the student? Uh, what can I do to support? How can I collaborate? So if you develop this quality, I believe the trust will be there. The students will feel that you are there to support them, and of course you will end up finding what exactly they need. So um, it, I believe this is one of the survival kits that I'll put there. The second one, I believe, it's communication. That's a very important skill. uh, I used to be very quiet. I would not talk. But then when we don't communicate properly, we find space for doubts, misunderstandings. So it's important that we communicate. For instance, there are many teachers struggling because they cannot communicate with their peers. Sometimes the situation that he wants to fix, but he is not finding how to solve this problem. So when we communicate clearly, we always find a solution, and we get to where we want. Thank you.
Well, those are, I will say, for me, an excellent way of saying, your teacher survival kit. Just like with all of you, Dr. Carl, Dr. David, and Mr. Zandamela, I can relate with you guys. And one of the things that I like there is, having empathy. I'm a SPED teacher. And one thing that I've learned is, you put yourself on the shoes of the child and treat everybody with respect, because even though those are children, I started teaching early childhood, elementary, high school, college, university. I believe when we get those things in place, this will come back to us because that's how they see with us as a teacher role model. Thank you. What do you think about that, Ma'am Cora?
Mine is reflective thinking. When Dr. David said, not reflect, but reflect your practices. Now, he said that it doesn't matter how long you have been in education, like me, 39 years. Okay. So it doesn't matter how long you are or what your position is before you come here in United States. It is always that you reflect on what happened to you that particular day. Did my students learn from me today? Was I paid right today? Did I perform my job? Okay, so that, Dr. David, I do that every day with all those stress that my students would give me, with all the stress that my administrators would give me. Point blank, at the end of the day, I will sit down and then ask myself, did I do well today? Did my students learn from me today? If not, I'm going to come back next day. The following day, I will do my best to teach my kids. So I like that reflective practice. Dr. Neil, so we're almost done, right?
Yes, with that, I hate to say this, but very, I mean, enlightening, just like what Mr. Sandamela said. We all learn from one another. That's why we're a lifelong learner. We have open mind, open heart, open soul, open spirit, because that's how we become a lifelong learner. If we are not, then we're just going to be complacent to ourselves and just stay wherever we are, like a mid-care. But everybody is an excellent teacher, and we have excellent guests right now. So I believe we would like to end this with an open-ended question. And this is where we started, what we're going to say with filling in the blank as a teacher. Yes, Ma'am Cora, go ahead. Can you like to
Okay,
share that?
so you are going to start with I am, say your name, and I am Cora Flores. And as a global educator, I will continue to make a difference by being a reflective teacher. So you're going to make your own. Go ahead. Let's start with Dr. David.
Hello, I am Richard David, and as a global educator, I will continue to make difference by inspiring lifelong learning, embracing the AI that's already there, and like
Like,
Mr. Zandamela said, it's here to stay, and continue creating classrooms where every student feels seen, but at the same time they're still challenged and empowered to their fullest potential. And regardless of where I teach, be it in the United States or be it here in the Philippines, my mission will stay the same. That is to help students become global citizens.
Very good. Thank
very
you.
good.
Very well
Yeah.
said. Dr. Carr?
Yes. Um, as a global educator, I am Dr. Carl Mamhot. As a global educator, I continue to make a difference by being resilient, teaching with empathy, or in the Filipino language, malasakit,
Mm-hmm.
have humility, and have an open mind and reflective um, thinking. That's all.
Thank you, Dr.
Yeah.
Carr. You're muted, Mrs. Zandamela. Okay, here you go.
Okay. I am Nicolele Marcio Zandamela, and as a global educator, I will continue to make a difference by uh, my empathy, collaboration, humility, integrity, and I'll make sure that I'll use my knowledge and I will learn from all my peers, even from you guys, and I will use that on the best of my abilities to change and help all the students that I will be having to make them better and create an impact on their lives and make sure that I pass here with a specific purpose. That's what I believe I'll do. Thank you.
Wow, very good. You see, we are really moving into a global teacher. But with all the things that you have said, the reflective teacher, what is that? Consistent and adaptability, accept those changes that we have now, be critical in spreading the knowledge that our students need, keep them safe and seen. Thank you so much. I think we're ready to be a global teacher. Oh, we are already a global teacher.
Sure.
We are
Sure.
selling it today, and we are ready to do it when we come open the school next semester. Okay?
Yes.
So, Dr. Niels, Jewel, do we have anything online so we could acknowledge our viewers today? None?
Yeah. Do we have
Okay.
some questions?
No, Tien.
Oh,
Tien De Leon.
yeah.
Hello, Paul. Good morning. Thank you,
That's our
Tien.
J1 teacher.
We
Yes.
have
Good
Christina
morning.
also. Wow.
Yeah. Christina, Cherry Pie. Thank you for following us. Yes. That you're always welcome. Everybody's saying thank you for, you know. Okay. One of our unified treasure, Miss Tina Ramos. Yes, she's from right now she's in Utah. She's doing some trips. Bayang Flores, good morning, good morning. Nice to see you here. Judeline Estaria, good morning, Pinky. Hello, good morning. Good morning, Tin. Teen, learn a lot so much today. Thank you guys, especially school is gonna open, I think August the 3rd. Okay, our heart is so full. Thank you so much for all your feedback, your comments. Any question next time, we'll really, appreciate it, especially if you have something there that you want to ask our panel. That's also, we also welcome that. But anyway, again, before we end up, can we have a group photo, please? Who's gonna take that? Is it you, Ma'am Cora, or Miss Jewel?
I think Dr. Carr will do it. You
Ah,
want to do it, Dr. Carr? Parang ready si
Dr.
Dr.
Okay,
Carr
Carl.
eh.
And then you
okay, I'll
have to
take a
share that.
screenshot. All right.
Okay, go
Okay,
ahead.
Okay,
go
one,
ahead.
two, three, smile. All right. Thank you so much.
Yes, and no, you have to share that to our Facebook. But anyway, before we get out, Dr. Carl, Dr. David, any parting words to our listeners, to our viewers, to all your followers too. I know you got your sets of fan groups in the Philippines or fan
Wow.
club or followers of Facebook. By the way, you were after this, we are recorded through Facebook and YouTube, right, Ma'am Cora?
Yes, for those of us who would like to view us again, review this one, it is available on YouTube. It is also seen in Lawin Media .net. We have our Facebook page, Instagram. Just look for Lawin Media .net. Plus, Live Chikahan, Teacher Talk, Live Chikahan with Ma'am Cora and Dr. Nildz. You could watch it again and send it to your friends.
Yes,
Okay,
okay.
so
Any parting words from Dr. Carl? Thank you so much, Ma'am Cora.
First is for those who wants to be a global educator, teach in another country, just be have an open mind and also just be adaptable. And for those teachers that are already a J1 teacher in the United States, keep going. You are making a difference, and always believe in yourself that you are just do your best every day. Thank you.
thank
Thank
you.
you. That's awesome. How about Dr. David?
Just to add to that, wherever you are teaching right now, say for example, you're teaching in the Philippines or in the United States or in Mozambique, just don't forget this one that our educational systems may be different, but our heart to teach remains the same.
Wow, I like
Yeah.
that.
Yes, coming from the heart. Doctor, I always say doctor. You're going to be Dr. Mr. Zandamela soon. Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Well, well. First of all, thank you. I personally learned a lot today from all of you. It was a great honor. It also brings the idea of being a global teacher. Not only we need to think outside the box, open our minds, and be ready for anything. Today we're here, tomorrow we might be somewhere else. And as Dr. David said very well, the objective is still the same, no matter where we teach. Uh, um, from Mozambique, look, initially I think it was USA and Philippines, and now you're all the way in Africa. A warm thank you. We say Kanimam here. Um, I hope one day you come to visit us or you come and share your knowledge here. It will be a great pleasure. And that's all. If I'm not saying it wrong, Pala.
Palam.
Pala.
Thank you so much.
Yes, Mr. Sandamela, we're gonna accept your invitation because Mom Cora and I is kind of planning it to come and see you guys. That's gonna be a wonderful trip. Yes, yes, Mom Cora.
Okay,
Any,
so
yes,
we would like to thank our Lawin network with attorney Eileen Dizon, our technical support, Jewel production staff, and sponsors like Christian Toledo and Pinoy Law Firm.
yes,
Christian Valentino, I should say. Okay, thank you so much for being with us. We thank you for the knowledge and skills that you have shared with us as well as the world. Thank you, and I hope you will come back pretty soon with our next invitation.
yes. And of course, again, in my side, a big thank you to our amazing regular followers. Shout out to, again, my golden girls from Brownsville, Texas. They're always watching us, especially to Mami Diday Denograo, all the ladies of this group. And then, of course, to Marlene Alceo, teachers from Pangasinan, the provincial librarian, Cynthia Cancino, thank you. Nori Soriano, thank you. And to our fellow educators around the world, your continued support, positivity, and energy truly brightens our community. So maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. And before we end up our Bible verse, which, Ma'am Cora and I always want to share, Galatians 6:6. Let the one who taught the world share all the good things with the one who teaches. And that, Ma'am Cora, are we going to say our tagline?
Yes,
Our
ready?
tagline is because
Because great
great
educators
educators
do
do
more than
more
teach.
than teach.
They
They
inspire,
inspire,
connect,
connect,
and
and
lead with
lead with
integrity and
integrity and
compassion.
compassion. So thank you and see you on August the 1st, which our theme is, Ma'am Cora. What's our
Our
theme for
team
August
will
1st?
be Filipino leadership, Filipino group who are helping other communities. Leadership.
Yes, so please watch out for our next podcast every first and third week of the month. Next week, our episode 7 is going to be United We Rise, Filipino
Filipino
American
American
Organization building
Org.
communities together. So,
Yeah.
with that, we would like to thank you and we'll see you again. This is not only the end, but the beginning. Dr. Carl, Dr. David, and Mr. Sandamela.
Now
Thank you so much.
we're gonna call
Yes.
Mr.
Oh,
Zandamela as Dr. Zandamela. He will
Dr.
be
Sandamela. Yes. And
Yay.
Very soon. Very soon.
yes. And Ma'am Cora, I forgot we have some announcement like
Announcement.
your reunion and the
Yeah.
unified.
Uh,
So I'm so sorry, guys.
okay, I am
Forgot that.
inviting everyone, those who graduated, alumni of the Philippine Normal University. We are going to have our 5th grand reunion this coming July 25th, 26th at New Orleans Hotel, Las Vegas, Nevada. So you are still we are still open for those who would like to join. Those of you who are in San Francisco, California, then Nevada, come and join us. Thank you. Thank you.
And that we have also our Unified International Summit. Dr. Carl and Dr. David, if you're close to Cagayan de Oro, please attend that as a unified. And by the way, Ma'am Cora is the National Global Director of the Unified, and yours truly is the Director for Professional Development. So please attend this. This is the Unified, the United Leaders, United Federation of Filipino American Educator, and we will have an international summit August 14 and 17, Cagayan de Oro, Philippines. Next year is going to be here in the United States, and we would like to invite Mr. Zandamela, Dr. David, and Dr. Carl. You're going to come and join us for this wonderful event of ours. So again, thank you so much. The unending
Niels, and Niels, we also invite Dr. David and Dr. Carl to join Unified. You know, this is a
Yes,
global organization. We
yes,
have
and
one in the Philippines. And Dr. Carl, would you like to have a chapter in
chapter.
Missouri?
I am under Dr. Miranda. I was
Ah,
the
There you
vice
go.
president in Missouri for
Yeah, okay.
Unified.
So we are
yes,
all unified here. And
yes. Dr. David.
Mr. Zandamela is with Rodessa also. So we are all unified.
Yeah, how about Dr.
Yay!
David? Are you with the Unified?
Not yet, I believe.
Not yet, not yet.
Okay, you're
There is
gonna be
one.
here with me,
Yeah.
Unified here
Mm-hmm.
in Dallas, Texas. Yay! And next time you
Yeah,
come in Dallas, Texas, I'm gonna take care of you.
yeah.
But anyway,
Okay.
Thank
so
you.
Thank
thank
you,
you so
guys.
much again and mabuhay. Meaning to say, Mr. Zandamela, mabuhay. God bless everyone and good luck for everybody. Have a great
Thank
day.
you.
Bye.
Thank you.